Hello, I'm Sam Stovall, Chief Investment Strategist of Standard & Poor's Equity Research Services. At this week's Investment Policy Committee meeting, we review the equity market's activity and catalysts during the year just passed. The Standard & Poor's 500 gained 1.4% in January, signaling an up year for the markets, according to the January barometer. Year-to-date through December 10th, the S&P 500 gained nearly 7%. Other markets did even better, as European stocks rose more than 20% and Asian issues jumped more than 45%. Within the S&P 500, 8 of the 10 sectors advanced, led by 20+% increases for the energy, materials, and utility sectors versus sharp declines for the consumer discretionary and financial sectors. Nearly 60% of the industries in the S&P 500 rose on the year, with education services, engineering and construction, and fertilizer companies gaining nearly 100% each. The worst performers were home building, real estate management, and thrift and mortgage companies, down 30% or more on the year. Factors whipsawing the equity markets can be remembered by the initials CFO for credit, the Fed, and oil. The S&P 500 suffered its first one-day decline of more than 2% in more than 3.5 years in late February on a sell-off in China and emerging worries over subprime mortgages and their effect on credit availability and future earnings growth. We have experienced 9 more such one-day declines, as well as a summer swoon of 9.5% and a November nosedive of 10%. Adding to these woes were oil prices that topped $95 per barrel and gold, which soared to nearly $850 per ounce. The Fed stepped in to add some monetary and psychological stability by cutting rates 3 times. We think that they'll cut again in January. The only thing left is for the S&P 500 to reach our Investment Policy Committee's year-end target of 1560 for 2007, placing us well on the way to reach 1650 by year-end 2008. In all, Frank Sinatra probably would have sung, "It was a pretty good year," to describe the markets in 2007. I'm Sam Stovall, and I'll talk with you next week.